in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet, sweet mama salon. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we the yarn about the things we the hold strong. Political talks we know go shine, migration stories should know go die.
Yes, Fambule, welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come to the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day inside the Komon-Tok, we know they turn indeed with Komon-Tok. Yeah. Well, today we go say a sad news in the sense this is one of the things where perhaps if you want to give credits to this government, you might want to point to that. Why? In as much as we there, most of the time with the AMA government, many things they want to know they get them right, and now with fact, not to just talk, as also certain area where they do good, we need for pointy kudos. Now, Air Salone for them be one of an achievement. I go put it so. If we blame the government panting, we're not to actually government doing, but because of the dinner power, for also giving credit to pantating in their way, even if not to them do what's not the dinner government. We know how people in the struggle, particularly within at the UK now for go salon, minimum of 2 days. 2 days, people they understand. So for let you get a flight where they come up from Salone to Freetown for 7 hours, I'm sure the people they actually they know their benefits. However, we're not going to do anything at the expense of people in life. In the past few months, we don't see several planes crash there across the world. What we don't highlight, we don't count down. So safety is a concern. Not till today we begin to raise all people and we begin to raise the concern for Air Salone. In fact, we also give credit to Silver Blyden. In fact, maybe how it's actually the information for say the plane gets accident and it do a very good job by giving us facts. It puts facts where they put statements. They say not to say. Yes, involving small out and column, but then we don't manage and blah blah blah. This that and okay, here we go again. Finally, then there's Air Salone making first trip from Lunge, Gatwick Airport. It was, it was like an achievement. A lot of people celebrate that, like they say. Today, the sad news is not that the plane almost won't catch fire, but then don't put statement. We'll get can look into that statement today for we safe. And also, Corridor Holdings, we see videos and they pass now social media where they suggest say they take their equipments and secretly out of the country. All thanks to the first lady. We know in doc statement we make not so. Even though later I apologize. Certain thing, regardless who are involved, If it is wrong, say it's wrong. We cannot then platform here. I believe say una say now una condemn. But I think also if I appreciate for the fact that a swallow in ego, he accepts it for use dog statements, not a good thing. He apologize for that. Anyway, we go look into that. And of course, the MP there, they collect money, don't they know they go work, we'll go look into that. And one or two things so they see where what this one is funny, maybe not funny. One motorcar, I don't know the guy, if not dream a dream, then say the Lunge Bridge, they don't make as I say, pull a motorcar from Ferry Junction. Not agree you have course. So I don't know if you not dream, the man be the dream. Anyway, we see how it scatter social media. So say that's what they are for. And this other side, this other video about we attitude there. Yeah, we know they left. Them put you in a shop for help. Yourself help the person. What's in money they do now? And they finger the rest. That 50 kilo people and they buy. These are things they only need for the puts. Let people and just aware. Anyway, Burkina Faso did not in news. Burkina Faso, they just stopped for come out of the news. In fact, there was a shocking revelation. Niger moved from 1 billion and from 1 billion to 300 billion. Back then, people they look say, if not khaki boys there, they know they do better thing, But I think these new guys, especially Burkina Faso, it seems for catch the attention of the world. Yeah. I like one talk about time, but you can't just escape it if you don't have the media. You must say, Galloway, they all them be, like it's just a wave. Anyway, we go look into that. We'll look into that. Of course, tariff. Trump say it impose 100% tariff on, say they impose on cinema. The film that we don't know they make in America. So if you are going to sell a film in America, 100% tariff. Anyway. So if you just join me for the first time, you're more than welcome. And of course, we VVIP members, we tell you plenty. Thank you for joining me as always. We did different side. We did now YouTube. Perhaps also you see for the first time. And now for joining me, easy click the subscribe button, turn the notification bell. Each time we can live, we will send you an alert. And we also did now Facebook with the name Komon-Tok, as well as Instagram and Twitch. Me to bring the program. Me now, Mr. Komon-Tok. We can just now for can expand on the issues there. Better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama salone. Now we all come together as well.
All right, straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for waste. Just a gentle reminder, where we all know we play with magic, not so. With magic now, sharing is caring. Please, let we consider that. Let we not greedy the information, not so. People can also say, if this information will generate here every blessed the way they add the voice, me voice, we all voice, it reach majority of Sierra Leone. Plenty things don't change. Plenty people just believe that day, and it's a fact because we deal with fact and it's raw, not so. All right. So now we go first in history. Saying that we good for, not so. When they take you back in history, now we see some of the concern of people in the raise and the assurance from the government for say security, worthiness, everything is satisfied. Now listen from let's just try. Yeah, let's listen first to within this minister will say. Well, they can't just.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whether it's inspection of the Air Salone. Now, should you complete, I'm saying the authority now, should you complete inspections and find out that it's not safe to fly Air Sierra Leone, what should we expect?
So I think there's two aspects from our understanding, and the application we received is that we understand that Air Sierra Leone's business model is in phases. The first phase, which is what was expected to start in December, and I'm sure they'll discuss it, it's their business. But what we had approved was the first phase. And the first phase was to start chartered operations between Sierra Leone and London Gatwick. And that phase is being operated by an aircraft that is registered in the UK. Ascend Airways UK is the operator of the aircraft that we have approved to do the London, the Gatwick Freetown route. And that aircraft, as we speak today, is, I believe it's about 2 years old.
2 years old.
It has its airworthiness status confirmed by the UKCA authorities. It has a full AOC. It has an air transport license. And everything in terms of safety and security is fine with that aircraft as per our assessments. And the reason why we had already approved that first phase is purely because of these discussions. We know that the CAA is developing its capacity and has gone through a lot of training to make sure our inspectors have the required qualifications and on-the-job training to carry out these oversight activities.
All right. Okay, let's just tap on there. Okay. Now, what do we do back? I want to take you back into history. A few days ago, when okay, I think people are not the same face. I want to take you back into history a few days ago, where Air Salone actually making first trip before we come on the clip where plenty people I don't see on social media, where they scatter social media as we talk right now. We can just now. Let me take you into the inauguration.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama salone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go. Anything you did.
Invitation by Commissioner to Sierra Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joseph Involved, who will be making a statement as well this evening in support of this notable action tonight.
Chief Minister, CEO, ladies and gentlemen, and in particular, special mention to all the staff of Sierra Leone. I think this evening, this is a really exciting moment. It's been over 10 years that there hasn't been a direct flight between the UK and Sierra Leone. And as many people have already said this evening, it's when really significant Sierra Leonean diaspora is. There's huge ties between our two countries. And having this flight, I think, marks a real significant turning point. I know it's been a huge amount of work behind the scenes over many, many months. I think we probably all saw that it started as a bit of a rumor on social media. We saw suggestions that there was going to be a flight again. I don't think people believed it. And I know it's been a lot of work to get to this point, and now it is a reality. And we've seen the plane land, and it's going back tomorrow.
All right. Okay. That's at the inauguration ceremony where then be made, where I'm sure plenty people. That was April 26th. That was April 26th, and the first flight will take place April 27. We mark the Independence Day ceremony. We see those papers, those videos and clips everywhere on our social media. Like I say, it's supposed to be a celebration for Salone people. And, it's short in the time, it's short in everything, but risk. There's nothing where you can compare when it comes to a human life. The risk you get for accessories to the highest level. For any reason, because we understand so then get one or two fleets there, and then get fleets there, and then get a brand new. We not confirm that information again. We know they've had the same flights and they use go Nigeria, because this one fly go Nigeria. We don't know if that same one day, now they want fly for Canada again. But whether or not that one they fly go Nigeria or UK, we talk about safety. We talk about life. We be say in second or day. Once you go. You don't go. Anyway, Lord put you into speed. We can.
The firefighters out and snap, see the position. It's the Air Salone. See everywhere is positioned now. Round the hand before and the back set the position. The other thing at the other side and the normal position. See the people everywhere. It's our God and save we to the. As we don't take off 10 minutes up at the air. Then the captain say the sound. The sound favor the enter for us. We say hearing the sound. As we the land so if you see one they have here, then the captain open the more quickly come on away. It's only God. Ambulance standing everywhere. Firefighters. See the Air Salone. See the other one. So thank God. The dog. Also, I don't believe come also. Firefighters don't believe open the mom self.
If they be out today from today.
That's security they all do this standby. Now this happened today. We don't go up at the plane. The plane don't move between after 10 minutes. Then the plane can't down back. They say it is sound with the pool. The engine get technical problem. As we move can down, it's an Air Salone. They switch to that pool. As we move can down, 3 of them firefighters must the only there with or go to it. Now only God save our life today. This is an Air Salone. Thank God. God save our life. You see everybody team up. See the firefighting plane and all other things there. Thank God. The ambulance is the ultimate.
All right, so this is self-explanatory, and this person, one of the people, according to the video or the behind the scene, now they load. In fact, they don't fly safe. They don't do up the air now. We quickly the pilot, they say mechanical failure, the end of rush cam, and as soon as in the land. The firefighter then team up now. Some say smoke. The other video they talk about smoke begin come inside it, and but then nobody not die according to understand, and nobody not injured. The plane lands safely, and but according to the pool, it gets a serious mechanical problem. But now we go back. What's in Air Salone? Quickly, they don't put statements. Now we take you into the statement order don't pull. These are the statements this way Air Salone pull. Okay, so these statements come up quickly as how this news is spread in social media. The attack and quick for you see as today come out the 5th. Air Salone clarifies air return. Now this them put then say Air Salone's Lagos Freetown flight departed Murtala Mohammed International Airport today, May 5th, 2025 at 14:17. Shortly into the flight, the crew received a cockpit alert and, in line with global aviation best practice, activated safety procedure known as air return to the airport at 14:35 for a precautionary inspection. At no point was passenger safety compromised, and the crew acted with the highest level of professionalism and care. An air return is a proactive safety protocol used in the aviation industry to allow for immediate assessment of any technical notification. However, minor in this case, the check revealed a sensor that had triggered a false alarm. No risk or mechanical issue was present. After full technical clearance by our expert maintenance team and regulatory partners, the NCAA, the aircraft was cleared to safely resume its journey and took off to Freetown again at 17:55 with all passengers on board. We encourage the public to rely on our official communication platforms for accurate updates and information. At Air Salone, safety is not just a policy, it's a promise. And so, this now happened. This now Air Salone puts according to them, do not compromise anything like safety. In fact, what didn't take place according to them, now false alarm. Because now false alarm then gets responsibility as a responsible airline for make sure say then do what then call ER return. ER return, where they can find out a small amount of problem, or if the flight one develop some kind of any issue where it will cause problem. Now these are the best, what say global best practice. In other words, waiting all other airport or maybe aviation authorities, and they recommend waiting airlines, and they do in case of any problem along the line. So according to them, now this now happen. So they say the flight it return and don't resolve all the issue, and if flight go back from Freetown, it go back na Nigeria outside be the air with all the passengers on board. But we're not able to confirm this from any passenger. If actually the passenger they all go sit on back after they don't see that, because the fact that first they say they're not compromise safety, but why we see immediately this kind of what thing they don't do wrong. Is it that something not they work well? Because according to them, say the sensor that the airplane a trigger false alarm way enough for B. Is it the thing will just sit down, not just look at her? Is it go just alarm if perhaps develop any sense of issue or problem? And it also a lot of people in the RGM, Mr. Sewan support and say it too quick for make them done an investigation and then tell we exactly what can take place, because it just happened a few moments ago. I think investigation like this, it takes some time for know exactly what happened. It's not just by pulling press release for cool down tension, because I'm sure this press release more or less now for the rumor, of course, all over social media now, this are in the play, now this are in the share, that these are the talk of the town, this now the country. So maybe this press release now for just calm down the people there, and then try to find a way out for actually move along the line. But if they say they don't done the investigation, and then say after full technical clearance, they don't get them from the expert maintenance team, and then find out no, there is no issue, and the thing happen like this one. I think say we need more information. We need more clarity. We don't want tomorrow let something happen at Salone where God forbid the loss of life. Not to today that don't begin cry for this thing. Yes, every Sierra Leonean go want good thing for in country. Every Sierra Leonean go want gets a name written, whether na ship, whether na flight or helicopter, as the case may be. But if we not reach that level date, or we not get the competency, or not able to get the partnership it, because this now we on board a Nigeria and encounter. Nevertheless, white man don't come do business many times, and they take. So if in a German count investment as alone, we not get more issue, we not get no issue with that. Now we are more or less are the same people there. So, but again, we're not gonna compromise safety. If tomorrow we don't talk about many times, the government of Salone, the need for be more serious and responsible. Let them left for put politics and try for score cheap goals by bringing investors or thing where possibly get the potential for lead into the loss of lives. This Air Salone now something where they really need for make sure say a trustworthiness. Not get no question mark at all. All right, so we'll tap, and so we're not gonna cost more than this, and we go do we serve a favor. We go to follow up as how the situation on on Air Salone they unfold. And we say not get enough. Lord tap this. This nine they don't put, and God so good that we get both sides. We don't get those clip there. We don't get from the management the information. So Lord, we take a break on that side there. The other one we'll get for Camput, we also get the first lady, Asuna No. It be on this Koidi holding. I mean, they spear that campaign. They not so. Now we see videos and they circulate on social media where they suggest, in fact, they'll them back. Koidi Holdings, they pull the machine there out of the country. As soon as know, then we don't pull a statement temporarily, the halt operation. What is going on? But there are plenty of things that will happen. Sometimes they forget. Now we'll take you back into history. Then we'll come back, we can put those videos in where they make round at the social media for Koidi Holdings, where they can just now.
From under supervisor, na take hand on, na then go able for increase. if you not supervisor go up, they not go increase. I say, what's the person in Sierra Leone and therefore increase? So now, now we don't reach to that point where they don't almost agree. But we get some dog motorman and then government here, where as long as they give them brown envelope, they will sell them birthrights to anybody.
Exactly, Mama.
For some reason, they don't believe say somebody there inside this government will go help them, let them not pay this money.
Yes.
Now what for let do holding no say. Me no get the power. Papa God na get the power. But una waiting up na ya so na una get that power dey. If una no work, Kwaidu holding no they make money. And for any day Kwaidu holding make no work for 24 hours, it dey cost them millions.
So it looked like say the first lady be go out of bound and for user statements. And we all know when you look at the whole thing, you know they do PR stunts on a company where come through the legal way for mine. There are laid down procedure, regardless of how powerful you are. You know, go just do everything on social media, and this be spark outrage. But like I say, that bring come something. We be see this one from the apology. Lord just let people and see this because we know ever counter. This was the statement where we see. This was the statement. The first lady publicly Fatima Bio public apology in Sierra Leone's parliament has drawn significant attention, particularly given our previous controversial remarks during the Corridor Holdings industrial unrest. A statement where she referred to some of President Julius Maada's ministers as dogs. Of course, Una don't get that. So again, this was a statement where it go back, where Una put pressure, he apologize. Now, okay, apology, okay, you don't put her across there. But we see a level of sycophancy. Today we can't touch small on sycophancy because we also see Mike Brewer, where instead of still defend in rhetoric, in tribal rhetoric, where if we do then this here, we'll count that side. So the point that we make here is we don't know if now out of purpose the first lady be do this for drive the people technically by saying that if Kwaido only not work for one day, it cost them millions of dollars. It cost them millions anyway, not call it millions. But I want for belief see maybe something Leons mean or I don't know, maybe not Leons. So again, will come regardless of the emotion will be there for say he wants better deal for Sierra Leone, which everybody knows say yes and desire forget. They are laid down procedure, but what he be do so, he cha-cha and he just go spoil the whole thing. He just go spoil the whole thing. Fracas car inside. He sideline all the laid down procedure, the institutions that were at least supposed for take over then here. We not say like no support, but we know not to say be. And just because of muzzle every aspect of the human society in the country, now they need to do that on their own. Civil society, they cannot talk, they cannot advocate, they cannot make strong statements, they cannot protest, because if they do, definitely they will brand them one, then will say in APC, and will say enemy of the state, just like when they brand anybody, not to win on anybody. If you be critical of the government, then say in APC. If you be critical of the government and say you don't like the country, if you be critical of the government and say the jealous president, bill, all kind of things. But people can fail to say any action gets reaction. And this now the system now. Anyway, Lord put for you some of the videos there where we not confirm whether actually now maybe nights maybe patrol or whatever. But the person on the clip, they emphasize, they call, they said this is happening in Sierra Leone, and we're not going to ignore. We're not going to ignore because guess what? There is trust deficit. There is significant level of trust deficit between the government and the people of Sierra Leone. You know, say, not in all the way this government go talk, where you go take 100%, you believe them. Because in many cases there, we don't catch them where they lie by themselves. They lie by themselves. Now they can't lie against Andy. Now they come back, it lie against Andy. Now they come, you know, we know now. So it's a fact. So they don't cause the problem that information coming from the government handle is questionable. Information coming from the government handle that's in way problematic. So people then rely on social media platform like Komon-Tok and other places there where actually they take time bring kind of information as how we they see as you see raw and unfiltered. That's how they bring a car. Lord listen, Lord look them 2 video here. Lord listen, what's in and talk. And then, like I say, always we follow up and bring Tona the correct information. What they can.
Go to Kodioli Wokumande. When I see now on a net so by them 2 o'clock. Now we then a street. Then they go so now. This is go to Kodioli Wokumande. When I see now on a net so by them 2 o'clock. Now we then a street so now the motka then they go so now. Trailer there as I say na street are they so now. A street today so. The video the trailer there. Lobel I go then they go so they never go there and she there. As soon as they see so now go then they go so. What would you tell una waiting at the true una never believe? Una never believe una never ever believe we now una go believe we now. What una they see the audio, una see the motor where they load. They una believe. Now believe we oh. Or they tell una never believe. Or they tell una never believe. Or they tell una never believe. Look you don't see that zombie motor car, that zombie loader, and they go so. You don't see that zombie the loader. You don't see 50, 55, car 56, 56. Una don't see car 56 they pa go. Na street to the so. We then a street right now, car 56 they pa go. This na car 50. How much this? 57, car 57. Una see am. Car 57. I go they go so. Car 57. Una don't see Una don't see. What would you show una never believe. Una see. You don't see na woko emotka dey go so woko. Una see. Now follow them so. They follow them. They follow them this night. They follow them this night. I wonder una see oh. Now follow them so. They follow them. Then they go. They never go. Una see how 57. 57 what they tell una. Una never believe. Una tell una never believe. Una don't see no more now. Make una see who to la yede. Na midnight so midnight. They don't can take the machine. They don't can take the machine midnight. Una sit down una house them. Una sit down. Yeah.
All right, so Fambul, as soon as they read the voice from that video, they look this man up, maybe now one of the workers and he sound very desperate and he look like a person they cry. You see, sometimes we don't talk many times emotion. When you use emotion for take on any action, you lost your sense of reasoning. You lost your sense of logic. That make calmness. It always na living the sea na super bonus for anybody, regardless of your condition or situation or your power. Calmness and take your time. It better some cases you not talk nothing. You keep quiet because that one day in itself now insurance it save you a lot. Now, Koido audience, like I say, these videos. We not go say what them boys there they say not true, and we not go say back na lie. I don't give you the premises from Wusa we come say the level of trust between we and the government is at all-time low, and this is the problem. Now, First Lady is super rich. Everybody not a secret. First Lady is super rich. It gets money, millions of dollars. Yes, they don't make money. They don't make money. Yeah, wife. Yeah, man. No, don't make huge amounts of money. Would I go responsible, go help them poor people there, them poor workers there, hundreds of them. I don't know if now be 800 or something, but I don't know the actual figure, but some of them, then take the first lady in advice, say, let nobody not go work. But I'll just take you back into history one more time. Listen few seconds because we want to delve into this. What they can.
Because from the time where this Koidu holding problem don't come small. I don't reach so now, I don't begin get white here. So I feel say, if anybody not talk the truth now, then me say as you don't get this come out to Saturday and not talk the truth, God for judge me. So whatever misunderstanding we me and Koidu holding get, we make yesterday we start with sitting down protest. Where I know say we they continue until they come with the paper then sign her. Today, because I don't make sure say now I know they talk to nobody in Koidu Holdings. Because no one.
Okay, so this one it's like some amount of arrogance it is, some amount of power play, because I'm sure anybody will understand how politics and salon they play. We know the position where the first lady hold, but a lot of people are saying the de facto leader. But what you go do so na Koidu, and I'm sure I'm glad na this platform we get people they wait him up, fam, then condemn this act. And a lot of people say, no, now you're right, now patriotism, this, that, but the approach was wrong in the first place. Now it's time for talk. It's because they don't decapitate, they don't cut, they don't they don't make the civil society become ineffective. These are the role of labor union, the civil society, and then for pressure government, the ministry, and the ministry pressure the cabinet, the governments as a whole. They sign because Koilo Holdings so they work in vain. They know they work in vacuum. These are registered, well-structured company who don't they operate in a salon for decades. I'm sure there is a channel for all them accountable for make them live up to the expectation. But we can't just do it on social media, just like what the first lady do, where it end up become it don't backfire. Again, like I say, I don't want to talk much over this one because we don't get all the facts here. This information, where it come up from Dengaya, is powerful, and we don't know if the first lady they give them money allowance because I be telling some men no go. If Koilu Holding finally fold and go, we don't know if he go employ them. We don't know. Maybe the 500,000 job would them plan for this Sierra Leone there. Now they then go for pull employ them. Anyway, I don't talk like I say we don't know fully on that side. All right, Law puts this one aside. Law we'll go keep on our posted. There are two issues that will promise you now. The waiting take place now Lunge, and as well as waiting they take place now Kono. And we next analysis now, Mike Brewer, not a strange name na social media. Now the State House communication, one of the communication director. Then there are a lot of them. I understand that they can go up to 4-5, but in more or less more sharp now the social media. I want to take like we break the cam. I take 1 minute. I want can do we self a favor. Now we understand the sickness, the disease of sycophancy. And now we also understand what they call double standard. And we also go understand the reason why make potentially the governments, then they lose the bigger picture for deliver instead of then silence people. As you know, they already got the cyber law already don't exist. Now they count another terrorism, then get 2 billion. All of them 2 billion, the long and short of it are for target to that critics or dissenting voice. That's all, not for people. Because if we say actually these 2 laws that exist, that boy will call himself Chief Kadiro, then for we don't arrest him. But somebody will cause here back in the arrest him. So anyway, let's just take 1 minute break, or they can analyze for you because plenty of people are actually, Mr. Komon-Tok, what's on our position? This man, he don't do this. We can. Let's take 1 minute break for we rest. We can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mama Salone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make Salone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone, in case you don't know.
All right, thank you. And if you just join you welcome on the program. We get reports where they come up from Lunge this afternoon, where plenty people don't see Air Salone catch fire, but the airline don't pull a statement say now be false alarm and they don't resolve, and technical team don't confirm say nothing not do the plane, and the plane don't take off back, it don't go. And we also talk about Koidu Olins, and we get videos, we see videos where they scatter on social media saying that they can follow up and they can go. And we can look Mike Brewer. Now we just put for you something, the statement. Not a new one, so we now all don't see this one. But now we get chance for Kawita. I think 90s. Okay. All right. This statement provoked a lot of discussion on social media, and I'm sure for the past 2-3 days, up till now, people in discussing. This Naim Mike puts, he said, in fact, I think it tagged actually Abubakar DJ Box. Here is what President Bio achieved with roads and bridges in his first 5 years. However, some Kamaras, Koromas, Contes, Kanu, Sises, and Banguras might dismiss it as false, yet facts remain unchanged even when denied or ignored. Now, we all understand then some name are attributed to certain tribe, certain region, which the terrorism law self, where they want car with, let me just go back, like I say, the good thing here is we can always go to waiting and they put, now there they go. We know they take this inputs. Now look 9 say, listen what them puts, listen this are the right and this bit. They say it is an act of domestic terrorism to attempt to incite ethnic divisions among the people of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Now, not saying if you don't say an attempt, domestic terrorism, it's an offense for attempt, even just for attempt, for incite. Attempt, look at the word for attempt. You don't do it to just attempt. So if Mike, they talk about referring to certain people there, names them, just because perhaps I'm critical of them, you go and ask, way, of course, this is not kind to lawyers. But I'll just take you, Mike. I'm sure probably they watch this program tonight. A clear description of a sycophant. A sycophant is a smart manipulator. Now we get the word some more. A sycophant is a smart manipulator who knows that he is manipulating an individual to fulfill his interest and dreams, and that his or her deeds will never give him an equal status in the eyes of this individual. A sycophant is the master of opportunist and has no ego problem. Somebody will say, how Mike fits into this? Let me take the time. Mike, plenty people now will not confirm and say, I'm not seeing aid in America. According to many, like I know ask one day it's that, but a lot of people are saying I'm not seeing aid. All right, regardless of whether I'm not seeing not to, people are surprised if I can be a communication director from a nurse, aide or nurse or whatever the case may be to her. But in many cases, we don't see Mike don't put misleading statements, then false thing there. He don't tweet about the bomber, Toma bomb. He don't tweet about solar, the Econ solar. I remember the 5,000 acre solar lights them. Time not permit we again for put them, but I'm sure when we talk about this, Una already know say yes, that picture they will say some people in the share. So if a government promise, for example, the Toma bomb 30, they will not see people in the talk. Okay, one set of people then think say this is not right, and another set of people then choose not for talk. And when you can blast them. It shows that yes, and guess what? It gets a platform where more than 50,000 people in the follower. So it just meets in this and it manipulates the conversation in favor, and it just fits into it, and it's a sycophant. And a sycophant not just not just a stupid person. It can be smart because you get to know what they do, and he has been doing it consistently. For more have. Brainwash or maybe captivate or maybe retain in followers where if you're offended now with certain people and they say most of the promises they're not the kind to reality. It come in the form of more or less blast one section, blast one side of the country where the proposed anti-terrorism bill they against. You see what they talk about double standard? Now, Lord, listen what in say, even as where this thing is trend now social media, Lord, we pull this one, Lord, listen what he get for say. What they can just now. It's still a defender as Lord see.
If you don't follow me on social media, go on social media, let you watch now the messages and see who are the people who are so nasty with me. Go on social media, all because of I'm doing my work. The work I care for, not for propagate what me government to do. That is why. Now me, I don't see their tribes, I don't see their name, their regions. Now the name they see on social media. If you don't follow me on social media, go on social media, let you watch now the messages and see who are the people who are so nasty with me. Go on social media, all because of I'm doing my work. The work I care for, not for propagate what me government to do.
All right, so according to Ran, it gets certain surname there, where come up from certain region, where not like what they do, where more or less he feel angered by this. But I'll just take you back into history. The same Mike, listen this man, listen what he be the talk. I'll take you back into history quickly. I don't forget. Say they forget too much, not to say. Listen, Mike. They can.
I just want to reassure people. I just want to rekindle people their hope. I just want to let people understand, say, President care about this country. President believes the greatest asset will get, just like how my brother talk, not the people. This country, we have so many things, Remy, that other countries don't get. Our religious tolerance is top-notch, it's top-tier. We intermarriages. We schools that all go together. Now you see somebody when a Christian, he don't read our Fatia. Now you see somebody when a Muslim, he don't read our Pada. We went to the same schools. You see Muslims that go Catholic schools, Christians that go Muslim schools. We have so many things that keep us together as a country and as a people. Where peace they will begin and they will go school. Where peace the churches are opening. Where peace they tattoo they will selling pap. Kametu they will selling ogri. Then sisters in the Abacha streets, they will go and sell them, have back them and sell them businesses. Even when things hard, but a little by little they manage one by one. So that is why peace is important. That is why it's paramount. That is why it's evident. That is why it's everybody's business. This country belongs to all of us. It doesn't matter where you are from. It doesn't matter who you look like. It doesn't matter if you wear hijab. It doesn't matter if you put cross on your neck. It doesn't matter if you are disabled. It doesn't matter if you are Timini, Mendeli, Mbakranko, Fula, Madingo, Shabu. It doesn't matter if you're from the northeast, west, and south. It doesn't matter who you look like. This country belongs to all of us. One of the fundamental things we uphold as Sierra Leoneans, when our strength, when our greatest asset, now peace. With peace, we can able to discuss anything. Would peace okay able disagree and agree? Would peace okay able move forward as a nation? Would peace okay able meet with agendas?
I'm sure you get the same question when maybe the same question we were asked now. One asks with all these rhetorics, and you see this action, who is fooling who? Who is fooling who? This is the reason why I said the level of trust between the government and the people is at all-time low because they don't match up with them words. They don't match up with them words at all. And they talk one thing, radical inclusion, but when they wait check the cabinet, 90% now one side and come out. Or now one tribe them come out. And they talk about radical inclusion, check what did happen. Certain people in the anti-corruption they found them guilty, even Popo Chichade, other people in anti-corruption or they found them no guilty. Then they talk about saying now we all then at the same world, they go the same school, intermarriages, then but you what do they say? You exclude a certain tribe or certain names there, you blame them. Why then they challenge you? Simply this simply because then they challenge them with facts, or then they remind them with them promises there. There are thousands and millions of promises that they don't make will not come into reality. And just like what you would do here most time. And you know, one thing what I can say, I think you know, if you're not able to game, pull out not also. I think what's that this guy named himself. If you're not able to game, pull in him and pull out. If when I don't come and say the Lord big, all the promises that are not able to meet there, and people in the mind now they feel offended, it's simple. When I resign, but higher. Now you did talk so. Sometimes then go to watch me and say, look, this guy don't Chris, you're not Chris, man. Who they resign, pan free money, you did check, I'm not check, and I just try for talk. But anyway, now we just tap on my calendar. We'll continue for all them people are accountable and continue for count for the difference. Yes, you're right. This country belongs to all of us. But Lord, we not count this division, this rhetoric, the help way. The help way, no way. Every serious and responsible government, then they look for unite the people, not to for divide the people. But the strength of the politician, now for waiting, now for divide, now they don't strength Nandy. Now that make always do they say, we as ordinary people, we strength for be unity. Because not only when we unite, we speak with one voice. Now we go able to change policy. Now we go able to hold them accountable. Now we go able to bring calm. We on feeling. We felt needs. Now we able to communicate to them clearly. But if we not unite, would they allow them the divorce? You see, when it comes to making two not two, a lot of people back then, even when the first lady be don't do this thing, then still come out, then defend them, they talk, and people, this, that. But they forget say the thing, I mean, they're not be to look at the whole thing. Same like that. So the point where they make it, anytime an issue come of national interest, no fear, put within a power, speak truth to power, because they already don't get what they forget. Think about yourself. This Natio don't say many times now, millions of times. Think about yourself as the ordinary person. What you don't benefit from this government? Is it the 1 million they just give you? Is it the 5 million they don't give you? Now that number if you're satisfied with, in how much people they don't make, and also if a B, then anyway, Lord just stop there. We'll keep on posted as always. This is not the job of the donor. All right, this other part of the program. Well, I would say maybe I'm not gonna say na laugh, but people when they look and say, hey, if you laugh. One guy, maybe let just see if he's still there with me here. All right. They say this guy, but anyway, joke, let people are not can say na joke anyway. Because the person will send the audio self, he put her as a joke. Say the person dream, say don't make the Lunge Bridge. As I say, come out with Timotoka. Anyway, like I say, na joke, let people we don't know, let person not can say something we can't try for the people. We don't know what I happen, whether actually na break failure as the case may be. All right, I'll just put just one moment and then we count the other side of the.
Break now, ferry terminal, you go inside the water side. Yeah, this now wonders. The borders there una say oh, the ferry, the motorcar, e lost break from up the terminal as soon as they see people there, the family there. The Kamara family there. No say we na motorcar man there. So get for you for understand. Get for you for understand. The border there, the big one there. This ferry, this motorcar lost break na ferry terminal today. E lost break na ferry terminal today. Go inside the water. As soon as they see the motorcar na down there and the motorcar down there, and the boat send the cow so for can reduce the load wey dem get for let them able get way for pull am. The family and the Kamara family.
Anyway, like I say, more clear information on it, but it is on social media. We thought say perhaps we go bring a camera and down and take some sort of like ease, not so. This next video where they can put yeah. Anyway, what they can.
Samba, so you not be big thief, man. That's right. So you not be big thief, man, Samba. Also, you pull this empty bag. Samba, no wonder make people in the grumble. Say the rest. Samba, you open the rest. You open the rest. You open the rest. You the pull pana. You the put on another bag. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. God the Holy Spirit. I go pay you, Samba. You they give me shop bad name people and they come. Then they buy rest. Then they go then come back. Then say the bag low. Be up you not this you they do. Be up you not this you they do. You they open the rest. As you backside come on and me rest. Open them. Clear out. You open them. He open the bag them oh. Me people then look. People then look. He open the rest. He open the rest. He they pull out. He they put another bag. That's what it is.
All right. So we anchor out Burkina Faso, but long left hand. This news what they can put. The people of Kenya see yeah. Them vexed by them president so much that now then they reach publicly for disgrace and for molester in certain quarter, even for stoner. As we know, back then when he mistake Ike tariff tax, increased tax, there was widespread nation protest where result into more or less the government shut down for some days. And finally, government retract, then pull that particular tax. We as alone, they don't tax, we take government services say they don't say, they don't know self for tax again. Then Canada, they say no, not tax them by the land tax. If you get you land, you put user, you get for pay for it. Because ideas are lost. It's simply the loss. Ideas sign out again for tax. So, and the Kenya people then they take matters in their own hand. Look like this viral video they go where them presidents now they stoner who say they talk. But we now yeah, even if it's somebody don't like power, we millions and millions of time, what we see are the best we can do now for clap for her. Then later on we say now God. Okay, let's share this one for you. What they can just now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah.
All right, so let me just catch this one. What they can.
Still from Migori is that 3 individuals have been arrested in Korea West, Migori County over an incident where a shoe was thrown at President William Ruto while he was addressing residents. Preliminary investigations indicate that the Sunday evening incident may have been politically motivated. Authorities are pursuing crucial leads that could see more suspects apprehended.
Tupunguze gharama ya mbolea. Kweli ama si kweli? Tulisema tupunguze gharama ya mbolea. Hiyo ngojea, wachana na hao wananchi. Wachana na hao.
All right, so now they don't arrest 3 people for stone the president. And for stone president to choose this. Now, I think one of the notable one where plenty people go remember now the time where George Bush go na Baghdad after America don't invade Iraq, where they lie and say they get weapons of mass destruction, then go help them for rebuilding country and bring for them democracy. One journalist pulling shoe is center, but on all 2 in shoe. But George Bush be able to balance her. Time not for bring and come again. But I'm sure plenty people will remember Nandi. So again, the people of Kenya, then tire for clap. Now it look like say themselves they take this matter at the hand for pull the shoe and stone the president. Salon people, una na clap una na clap experts there. One of the clap. I think people in the Soviet clap syndrome. That boy, what they call himself Chief Kadiro, that boy Sidon, they say they bring and one a salon. People in the clap for a back. Hey, people say, are they bring and war? Are they bring and war? Are they can kill more people? People in clap for a back. I mean, that did afraid salon. Afraid, seriously afraid. If somebody say they can kill, if they bring and war, the likes of which we've never seen. We've never witnessed. We know how many thousands of people then die. Property then go. Somebody said they bring can war. People then clap for them. But anyway, let's happen now. And of course, we will go to the international news. Quick one. And then we can give the chance for ourselves can put on ideas and the plates.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet
Let's step back for a moment and recognize where we are right now. The United States has launched a trade war with the world's 2nd largest economy, China. Together, the 2 countries account for almost 45% of global output and more than 20% of global trade. And it's entered this battle with remarkably little planning and forethought. Do we have a sense of where these growing tensions will lead? It would be easy to blame the Trump administration alone for shooting first and thinking later. More than 80% of all smartphones imported by the US come from China, as do 78% of all computer monitors. Can we find new suppliers for these in the next few months? Meanwhile, China imports lots of oil, gas, soybeans, and pork from America, which can be easily bought from other countries around the world. The truth is, the United States has been sleepwalking into increased economic warfare with China for several years now, probably starting around Barack Obama's 2nd term. All previous measures, though, were small bore compared to where we are now. Tariffs against most Chinese goods are at 145%, and China's tariffs against most American goods are at 125%. As Secretary of Treasury Scott Bessent has said, this basically amounts to an embargo, which he admitted is unsustainable, which of course raises the question, why did his boss initiate a strategy that cannot be sustained? China and Xi Jinping play an important, maybe central role in the rupturing of relations. In 2015, before Donald Trump was first elected, Xi announced his major new Made in China economic project, an ambitious set of policies explicitly designed to make China less dependent on Western technology. Xi had already aroused American suspicions by making a series of foreign policy moves that were more ambitious, adventurous, and militaristic than his predecessors. Add to this the reality that trade with China had caused job losses in America, especially in electorally important states, and the rise of more hawkish U.S. views around China was inevitable. But would a less entangled relationship reduce strategic risk? First, decoupling of the two economies would make the U.S. poorer. Under one tariff scenario, Oxford Economics says U.S. GDP could be 1.4% less than it would be otherwise. That's hundreds of billions of dollars of wealth lost annually. There are also second-order effects. Inflation as companies shift supply chains, productivity losses from diminished specialization, and the opportunity cost of disrupted innovation ecosystems. Trade flows will get distorted as Chinese companies set up new ventures in Southeast Asia, Mexico, and other places to bypass tariffs. Smuggling will boom. Every American action will produce a Chinese reaction. Consider technology. While Washington has valid reasons to limit Beijing's access to the highest-end chips, has it been effective? In chip making and in AI, Chinese firms like Huawei and DeepSeek appear to be able to produce results that are close to the cutting edge, but often at a fraction of the American cost. NVIDIA's CEO Jensen Huang this week noted that half of all AI researchers in the world are Chinese, and that China is just slightly behind the US. He also explained, more crucially, that sometimes in technology, the country that wins is the one that applies innovations fast and well, not the first mover. So have Washington's expensive and cumbersome bans on technology only spurred China to innovate, become a fast follower? And could it end up in a better place than if these bans had never been enacted in the first place? It's an uncomfortable question, but it must be asked. Finally, what would a world in which the US and China had little economic relationship with each other look like? Keeping the two countries deeply intertwined economically, trading, investing, and interacting with each other is a force that makes outright conflict more complicated. It's not a guarantee against war, but surely it is a disincentive. A cautionary tale comes from the past. In 1940, as Japanese aggression in Asia grew, the US placed an embargo on the trade of certain items with Tokyo. In July 1941, Washington froze Japan's assets and cut off oil exports to Tokyo in response to Japan's invasion of Southeast Asia. Now, Japan imported nearly 90% of its oil from the US, and the embargo left it with very limited strategic reserves. The result was not Japanese capitulation. It was Pearl Harbor. Cut off from critical imports and seeing no diplomatic off-ramp, Tokyo concluded that war was preferable to strangulation. It is not a perfect analogy. A militaristic Japan was choosing war to build an Asian empire. But it is a reminder that sanctions, tariffs, decoupling, and isolation do not have a history of ending in peace and prosperity.
All right. Okay. We keep on posted on this. We go follow these stories as we get on. It's clear now with all the analysis, recession, and notify again, it in the corner, and it's gonna. You are asked what we country to do. What kind of modalities they don't put in case, because we get forget the aftershock or economy get for it's very hard. The shock definitely get for come which we. But it's not about making these manufactured figures saying we economy they grow by 4%, we inflation don't come by 10%. These are all we know from sources from all which you don't gather. These are manufactured data. I will not just a talker. We get information for prove and for back and up that time not go permit we again. But anyway, we will continue for keeping us posted as time they go small. All right, so they take 1 minute 44 seconds. Will become now your turn for talk, and you can comment on any of the issues there where we don't highlight. Air Salone gets technical problem according to the company, and they don't resolve them. Credo Holding, they don't begin to pack them tools and for left the country according to multiple source, and we discussed by Mike Buriwa, where it make in rhetoric and tribal rhetoric, and of course we talk about one or two the MPs there. Time not for bring them come, and we will definitely bring another day. But they can just now for can't give you the mic later talk. But they can just now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama salon. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. Now we go make salon. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
All right, so yes, Fambo don't count at the other part of the program when I turn for talk. I think we don't get the first one. Abdullah from New Jersey. Yes, Abdullah, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok. So I want specifically talk on Mike Buriwa in statements and in post way on social media and on way to African defender. You see, this as something I always say that different platforms. Say somebody like Mike Buriwa, a clear example of where they say you take square pegs and put an around hole. You know, when President Bill don't say somebody like Solomon Jamil, we today Sierra Leoneans get respect for him, even the one that we disagree with them.
Yeah.
If you don't left him, you pull on the state house, or if you don't look on left state house, you go and take somebody like Mike Buriwa, you can put on there as nothing but communications director. That tells you a lot of things. One, Mike Buriwa and American nurse. If you take nurse, all due respect to people that within that field, you know, go put on a Ministry of Health. When are they, if for better help, if you really serious for good help the country, you go put on a one section, a Ministry of Health for support. You left, I know go put on you can put on a state house for sit down under AC and right. Instead of talking, I say work all now for right. What things Mike Buriwa able right, reach Solomon, Jamil will win a lawyer. All due respect again to that profession. But this is a misappropriation of priorities. When they see square peg in a round hole. So we're not surprised of what they do so. And when you can try for putting points across, the amount of energy where they use for communicate a message, you see them either a lie, they lie, or you're not comfortable.
All right.
In which you talk.
Thank you very much, brother, for your contribution.
So it's sad. It's very sad.
Thank you very much. We had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Who's side the call from?
Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening.
Yes, but who's side the call from?
Yeah.
Ex-civilian.
Yeah, Sierra Salone, that fly saloon. That plane will be fast by the Bolobona, and the same plane and they give them problems. So according to me idea, we plane the takeoff, you need all the power we need to fly. I make them tell you, say, if you phone day on, if you put on flight mode, for plug the phone at the engine so that the engine will get opportunity to take off. You understand? So where the plane will not take off, therefore hot one engine. If you see one engine not hot, because therefore fly with one engine maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour. If you see one engine not hot, the plane for normally land back at any nearest airport. Then a malfunction to the engine. I don't know whether if another one they happen. If another one they happen, that's good. But if not fire, don't forget about it. Like Mike Biriwa in business, Mike Biriwa in business. The guy I listen na I don't know them call him na apprentice, nurse apprentice ba, nurse assistant. Then they go put in that kind of important position. Yeah. Mr. Komon-Tok could also for another country. So you can just imagine where you get your family in America, how much 1-bedroom flats they cost, or how much a flat for family they cost. This man, they can Air Salone, they work money, they send for go pay for people. You know how much that man they demand, they thief every month for keeping family and for keeping self back in Air Salone. Oh yeah. Now only Salone they encourage this. Diasporas they can work in our government. Only Salone, the whole Africa, now only Salone they encourage. And Nigeria, crazy.
All right, thank you very much.
Or Ghana.
No, there's nothing wrong for there's nothing wrong for diaspora work for the country if he gets the people at heart. But anyway, thank you very much, Exibilan, for your contribution. Would they take another voice? This is Najibula from New Jersey. The right man don't call for Terusa the film day.
Sir, Komon-Tok. Good evening. This is Najibula from New Jersey.
Yeah, Jibula, you get the platform. What's up with it?
I don't think it's a reality, but the reality today for now, the movie don't change now to Born in Train.
Really? Now, film is also Born in Train.
All thing the born, but I think the plane safe is simple. If the presidency of his born, I mean the left.
And Echo back don't born no counter itself. It's in a Bopu Echo back in place.
Wow. The English who fashion Air Salone, the vocabulary, the any key people there. You see the Air Salone, whenever I see the press release where they left, or the notice where they give people there, whether they play with English, Bandai.
Naturally.
What people for saying that is all what thing happen at the country, so all what we don't see, analysis and everything we don't see in that country. And let's left this man with the fastest growing economy. Ebola cancer, it makes some. But not believe say Ebola just drag Sierra Leone to that base where go see the country all long go to see, And let's take it to a level, very powerful level. Salone was the fastest growing economy. And the one who can you imagine?
That's amazing.
The one who won, then give this man, then everywhere then they talk about peace and a peace. The next somebody the good thing had a peace. Then people are then threatening the peace of that country in 2018. They say if they rig that election, then a war will come in that country. Look how they rig 2023. Then when they talk about peace, I make a glad way they talk say the man and they talk one thing on the left, then the right, the action not to the same self. Mike Bell, do you not understand? See, some of them last name they do we call so they belong to some of the southeasterners.
Yeah.
See, even then Kuma the way they see so we call some Tarawali they mix.
A mix.
They're not able to understand. Now the kind of people and they who go they deal with that salary, the kind of politics. They're very close to the president too. Look how they misbehave. But like I say, what's going to happen? APC, when they get the flag bearer, they need an ex-combatant who don't fit war Air Salone for be the running mate and consider. If not, to rather be a civilians, they take advantage power. APC need a running mate when an ex-combatant who don't fit one Air Salone to the rank of captain to colonel. Now for be the running mate for the flag bearer of APC.
All right, Jibila, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for your contribution as always. Thank you. All right, we'll take another voice again. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, thank you very much for the contribution as always. Thank you.
Who's the call from?
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Hello. Who's the call from?
Yeah, I didn't know the backyard, Papa.
Okay, yes, pa.
Just this that we place.
Yeah. You get the platform. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Thank you so much for this educative programs that we on at the show.
Thank you for joining us.
And today I happened for me to most of from the beginning to say this right now. I forward you a video of the boarding plane, not a boarding train. Oh, sorry. But let me it's a reality. No, it's a reality. If the things are not right, people are not going to talk. Like you put a square peg in a round hole, might be from where it come before the 2023 election, where it can that 2020 or 2021 day. Everything we don't post now, like just like a silver. Yeah. In fact, in our man, I look for the picture last night for you. In our man, we talk say they're not bring 2 new ferry them. A poster, big one.
Yeah. I remember them for you. Then in fact, we see them videos on there as well. Yeah.
Yes. Where the ferry today? You know, and the world we did right now, you know, they lie. Like on a platform there, a platform where it gets over how many people where they view up. And people in the week now money for look for them. People in the week even time for look for them because the facts are there. And I know they say society thing and they no, I don't think on a platform that they mislead. Then they inform. And because when they inform the right things there, it get from one of the people the way they lie. You can't go against them the way if you say it apply northern as them or southeast northwestern as them. This is a complete racial tribal line in Igoso.
Anyway, my brother, thank you very much for your contribution.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, next time we'll call and talk more. But check, I send you the video of the and the boarding plane that look gay.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much. We had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. This is Abdullah again from New Jersey, US. I get one final point.
Yes, Abdullah from New Jersey. Yeah, go ahead.
So, we have the for say, but one call, we talk about diaspora. This my misunderstanding Salone people always get. I don't care outside the person come, whether na village na the north, na the east, south, na Salone, or na one side na America, na UK, it doesn't matter. Na the person in personality. But we think that we mistake, now we don't have this person who don't know her from the past. You know, they take something into consideration. We take and can put her in a position. Like they were, they may put her, I mean, I want my way believe they may put her in a Ministry of Health. If we get better output today.
Yeah.
But the leader will look and take and can put her in a state house. Now he make that mistake in the first place. This is not possible get President Bio and personal Bio and picture and profile on Facebook. Go out. Campaign time before another Bio come as president, which you expect. Now compensation. You know, and we talk about the name steady way they call so. Now, people can make comparison APC, SLPP, or tribal divide, this, that tribal thing, and nonsense thing that one day. But you see how evident it be. This is a camera content we in the refer to. So if you check on this government today. Yes, not just name from the north, but then get strong tie and affiliation at the south.
Absolutely.
Check on the previous government. That's how Jushu, this Dennis Sandy where they make nonsense today. So when I be land minister, they don't get nothing for do with the north. But the previous administration tried to mix people from the south and east. So when you talk about this, check the we talk and say, oh, mother deal the mixing government. Check this, you say that we did it. Not from the south. Check the Komo, but that is not a problem. But for their income put on the way put on, so I am I'm totally disappointed in my Bewa, considering the fact that somebody within America, I see how things that they happen.
Yeah.
It's very disgraceful. I hope you go realize that and come one day and apologize to the people of Sierra Leone.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. It's good that people are actually, they take Sierra Leone serious. A lot of people they take Sierra Leone serious because back then we look at and say, it's okay. Me, I'm not care. Anyway, now we had another voice. Yes, Abdul from the US. Abdul, you get the platform. Go ahead. You get to me.
Yeah, yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. Now the same line for Mike Berewa.
Okay, go ahead.
It's possible to say this guy can be a nurse. He know enough. He well read. He know what's going on at the country. Then put her at that position, they shine. But look at the manner, just like how some people they comment. In me, them being the guy. I think that's the last call I've been trying to say. The guy cost in way through. Now, cost he cost. They cost some other bill, argue for them desperately, and they know the weakness of bill.
Yeah.
And if you want, just watch no more. A lot of people where they appear for talk. As them begin to talk, they must find out whether the thing has to do with Mother Bill or not. Then they say thanks to President Bill. It's so common at the mouth because they know see a weakness standing. So my better one know in way. You know, mean the manner in which they pick her up for put her in the monami. In the monami. Not because somebody they cost for you get for be a kind of now office like that. Me the all that will be upsets me. When I hear some of these lies, like one lie where lie say, Freetown or Sierra Leone ever get okay, last say Freetown not ever gets 24 hours light. That's what this guy, you know. And I begin to pay attention to her now. Well, now lie upon lie. Let's try for tell you say the guy don't know enough. He don't know enough about the country like how previous caller and they call. Then guys in and they say, if you want lie, self be smart. Some sudden when they call you for go for interview, say they go meet up opposition people or other people. If you know the topic, then they go ask what for the current thing the way they happen, where you believe say and read well about and prepare yourself and go. It means the guy don't even get time for prepare himself for the thing and day. But again, as we go say, Sylvia Bliding, there are many things about her way you don't go lack. But some of them things here where it bring up, like this flight issue.
Yeah.
Then like this younger in Tiwa listen today, I go commend them. I hope say it go just stay on that part today. Let's stop for debate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdul, for your brilliant contribution as always. I will take another voice again. All right, so don't miss this one again. All right, okay. Let's see if we got this one. All right, so don't miss this one. All right, we're going to entertain a few more calls, probably 2 more calls. We'll wait for 2 more calls before we fold on the comments in. Just 2 more calls. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. How the morning, brother, from the side?
No bad, pa.
Yes, and the call from you is not the shows.
Okay,
thank you so very much for a program like this, where at least put this sensitize the people back home.
Thank you.
According to your topics today, actually very, very interesting, particularly the one we get to do with ethnic divide.
Yeah.
This Nativa don't observe. I think say from the origin of the nation of the country, politicians they don't use this for divide with always. It's like a kind of a configuration system wherein they don't configure people and blend them in such a way that you have for the look to come to Sierra Leone and them.
Yeah.
You have for the come to Sierra Leone as your enemy. This coming from northwest, southeast.
Yeah.
If they look as enemy. Now that I think that thing they need for propagate very strongly for communicate to people from the northwest, southeast, or whatever. For not to see yourself as brothers and sisters. Because mark you, intermarriages don't take place. So many people from the southeast, they don't marry in the northwest. So it will be very, very, very difficult for them continue with this rhetoric, bring it to affect in the future. So I think that this is a very good project where people are for particularly civil societies, and even their platform there so for the communication to people down there. Because there are some people down there don't able to get a common understanding as to how it will relate with your conflict, Sierra Leone. So this is a very good one we need to take as a very serious action, very robust communication to people down there. Most yourself as brothers and sisters, not for allow concern for letting continue to divide.
Indeed.
You know, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. People in the way talk about tribe, not tribe, about soul names, no soul name. What's that they get for do with the development of a country? Very small country. You know? Okay,
absolutely. Anyway, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. All right, we'll take one more call and then we'll wrap up the program. All right, let's take this call. Okay, this one don't fail. All right, this one don't pass by. All right, so they wait for one more call. Okay, this one, what's happened? This one will connect. All right, okay. Well, I'll pay attention on the. All right, I don't miss this one. Okay. All right, so now we come on the. We'll take 20 comments there, maybe less. This one they come up from Jay. We say Sylvia na the good example where them can say wrong clock until the right time twice. Even lunatics can get lucid intervals from time to time. Kudos to Sylvia for speaking up. And this one they come on. Boys say me I want for know if Paupa will get for free from all them things they are old. And Jenny, they say Koidu Holdings have sucked all the juice from Koidu. So contract or no contract, they now have the perfect excuse to leave. Mohammed said, they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, how are you doing today? My brother, so-called my brewer guy, blocked me from his Facebook page because of my critics of his post about their government and his president's. I cannot sit back and watch this lying about things that are totally untrue. He's just so rude and a big liar, and he does not want someone to tell him the truth. And this one, they come on. This one, they come on from Mama. They say Paupa charges tax on water. Well, that has been providing for community for over 40 years. Suma, they say, a serious people like Kenya don't allow their politicians to screw them up. Wow. Salon women, they say the damage. Salon, they say the damage of Fatima's Bio's dog statement and interference at Koidu Holdings cannot be retracted. She only apologized to save her own skin, but she's not going to change her ways. And this one, they come up from Victoria. People get mine for use of flight. And Leah Johnson Amla, the very peace that is trying to destroy by dividing us. Yeah, I hope say they do well. And you lost them 2 days. Yeah, people are not people are not take we lost and I see also. If in a government them puts laws on, they take say they begin to fine people and I boku money for. When I get for we one left, what anybody or if I answer for 5 days, you get for right to the admin for say, I not get for day for 5 days. So you explain the reason, you explain why, and we get for approval. Otherwise, they find and get for the committee to now one. Now it's number. And this one they come up from Fatim. I say, Mr. Komon-Tok, I call on the last live. You did that. They should not listen to the first lady. Instead, they should adhere to their employment contract because they lost their job. She won't help. That was regardless of the intention we began. That was we all talk on sometimes, then just look at and say, oh, consider perhaps I guess who they guess. No, we're not a guess. We're not to guess who they guess. Some of us we they read, and some of us will not just consider on social media, but sycophants not something we don't pull with country. Now a danger, a sycophant person himself, not a danger to himself. And I'll never forget this statement. I think where be they do me first masters, where be they do me first masters, the professor said that word, I never forget, not just remember. It's a sycophant, not a danger to himself or herself. Yes, unknowingly, a sycophant. Anyway, Lord continue. This one they come up from Abdul Keru. He said, Mr. Komon-Tok, true Salon people then are real joker them for sacrificing life and board a flight where Nigeria condemn and ban enough of even fly from Lagos to Enugu. And this one it come from Aisatu Toure. Say, Komon-Tok, most of the news on Burkina Faso is fake. Come and see for yourself, you will understand. Well, Aisatu, I make always we can put disclaimer. Now, yeah, we say if now which way they see they come up from the news, now so it be, then it's a good thing. That's what we say. We can see now they, yeah, because sometimes we know there that they go now they see. We don't know, like I said, we don't make it many times. We don't know if not then they pay or not then they propagate. But it look like most of they get some of those information videos in. Some of them will verify them. The one that they do use, wouldn't they use with AI? We know they bring the Kanaya. I think now 1 or 2 times we know the AI when they put AI, we don't understand. We know say these are AI, so we know they bring them can. But some of them will they go and make sure say we verify them from trusted source before ever we can talk or bring them Kanaya. But anyway, like I say the other day, I don't say if I get the opportunity, I might go now Burkina Faso. Seriously, I go take the 2-3 days or even a week, for like I go see for myself. I think I talked this like 3 weeks ago, something like or a month ago. I talked, but anyway, it's not a promise, but anything can happen under the sun because it's too much to the commodity. The too much information. If it's let people in Guna they go and go see, Anyway, let us rush quickly because time the between. This one they come from Malcolm Kurumra. Is a how people then go mortgage their life we die don't miss them. Don't then go go again for go load pan such plane. If now with man country that plane go take days or months for make them allow for fly again. That was the thing. Me, like I said, will not get the chance for talk to the people who will be in that flight. But me, I not say me, I not go see that kind of flight in return with all the ambulance and the firefighter, then can't for camp, then safe smoke with the common fire. I go sit on the back. No, that keep the and any other keep the important. No, I go cancel that. No. So like I said, we don't know if not just a statement for cool down tension, but sound to be logical. These days they ask for platform people intelligence, so it's difficult to. And also in the 60s or the early 20s, 20. But now, for let you just play on people intelligence, you get away with that freely. You have to really do very hard work. Anyway, this one they come up from for the cargo. They say, Komon-Tok, what happened with the British Airways that was flying from London to Freetown? Of course, then just then follow up because we get serious issue in terms of worthiness. We airport himself no be day to international standard. But now only when EBK come, then try for refurbishing. But even as that, it still be there up to now, it's still under sanction technically from other big international. I mean, MIT is still, the minister of transports, where be the type communication bar, where be the type for explain say they still don't they wait for the EU pull away from the list of no fly zone or fly country there where them be done banned because of many things and regulations and some criteria procedures and what we not meet, so that now one of the reason we according to which we understand make we airports be done reach that standard way at least for the and so many problems and again they not be they get the kind of passengers and the cost for run and back all and in a long story. Now we just the rush quick one. But we'll give if we don't know say before we don't do more research on that. But anyway, thank you for reminding that. Kelvin, thank you very much for joining us as always. Yeah, Keke, thank you as always. Thank you very much for joining us. Margaret, no, they want to use a plane to sacrifice people to their gods. Anyway, now yeah, with the Komon-Tok Usman, thank you very much. Komon-Tok, you late. Yeah, so late by 10 minutes, something like that. We're sorry about that. Not easy, seriously, for producing program here. Even we don't put the time, sometimes it's challenging, seriously. But I don't understand. We don't put time for counter time. But trust me, we know the meaner. There's no reason why we're late, but sometimes it just we're not done it. We're not done it. So we just therefore put like 5-10 minutes for no finish now, before we can. Now that yanking cause we don't put 9 or put 5-10 minutes. If you see when I say we change time, it's because we know we get on phone finish business. So until this one we don't put on, so until the clip all the waits for a steeper load, so until this easy. Seriously speaking, it's really very difficult for producing program we can happen for seamlessly. So but anyway, we appreciate you now and we hope for make sure say we do better. And we'll say 8 o'clock, now 8 o'clock, we'll say 9 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And we did try for car with Amira Kurma. Amira Kurma gave for can on the platform. He gave for can talk a lot of things, waiting maybe ever talk it regarding Dr. Sandy. And this is just like the platform now for we all issues like this. Only for be Gideon, and Dr. Babi back good day with on that very day for at least they can talk. Let women support women and let people we mean well for woman in general for support like the entire. And I can feel it for a way you talk. You just see what the people they feel pain. Imagine when they say something, though you get people who they counter you. And those people and some of them are paid, they don't pay them for can counter you. It's painful. No? Anyway, family, we tap the program now, yeah? We'll come back hopefully tomorrow with yet another, as always, fantastic program. Now, bye-bye.
But you must listen very carefully to your enemies. Because sometimes they tell you the truth that you do not want to hear but need to hear. Sometimes you are surrounded by a coterie of people who pretend to be your friends, but they are not. They are friends of the office that you hold and the things and the doors that you can open for them. That requires discernment. That requires detachment. That requires focus. That requires selflessness. That requires intellectual firepower and spiritual contentment. Easier said than done. Power, it is said, corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But I remember the great Tanzanian President Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere used to say that when you are called upon to serve, remember that you are not necessarily the best, but you've been given the honor and privilege of serving. That is why we call you honorable. That is why sometimes we even call you excellency, not because you are excellent yourself, but we expect you to do excellent things. If you surround yourself with the wrong people who will continue to worship you, very soon you get used to being worshipped, then you become a demigod and you become hostile to truth and you become attracted to flattery. The strength of character is very important. And power does not change people. Power reveals who you truly are or truly are. I've interacted with individuals even across this continent, men and women who mean well and they serve well. I was telling a friend of mine who is a senior politician in Kenya that one of the greatest hallmarks of a servant leader is that when he or she receives a letter from a citizen, he or she acknowledges the letter. And I've dealt with many African heads of state, and to their credit, quite a number of them, they will cause the letter to be acknowledged. In Kenya, which is my country, you write to leaders, they never respond. Never. Because there is arrogance, which is tragic. So what must one do when one gets into public office? Humility must never abandon you. I've had the opportunity myself of serving in public spaces in this country on 3 different occasions. And in my view, have never changed. I've always realized that power is temporal and that you only do your bit and leave. As William Shakespeare once said, all the world is but a stage. We have our comings and goings. If you remember that, you'll remember to always have humility as your shadow. Most African politicians, I'm very reluctant to use the word leaders when I make reference to most African politicians. They occupy positions of leadership, but they are not leaders, most of them. First of all, the intention with which they enter into leadership is the problem. They seek office because they love power and privilege and opportunity that it provides to them. They want to become wealthy. And the easiest and shortest avenue to wealth in Africa today is public office. With the minimum effort, you become a multi-millionaire. They go there in order to be worshipped. And they go there not to do the right thing. And once they have been in office, they do so many wrong things that it becomes dangerous for them to leave office. So their continued occupation of office is also to ensure that they enjoy immunity that comes with office. But when you are a good leader who does the right thing, you do not fear to leave office because nothing has changed. And I've seen leaders of that ilk in this part of the continent. And there are quite a number of sprinkling of leaders who have left office and are doing great things. Joaquim Chissano in Mozambique. Ifikepunye Pohamba in Botswana. People like my good friend Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, Ali Hassan Mwinyi in Tanzania, Benjamin William Mkapa, Joaquim Chissano, as I've said, of Mozambique. These are people who have left office and nothing is happening to them because they are men and women of integrity. John Mahama of Ghana. There are quite a number of them now across the continent who do not fear being out of office, and they are doing great things once they leave office. But there are others who will never leave office because the day they leave office,
we the talk and right, we the talk and clear from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah, Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you go hear me loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. From Salone to the world, we dey stand tall. Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. choice from politics to help we stand firm. Migration of us we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah we did. For the future we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go on the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we just stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From Salone to the world, we they stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Armies who we make the choice from politics to help we stand firm. Migration of us we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young and prayer for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah we did. For the future we pave the way. Oh, now we the young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shine the light, the truth must show. Komon-Tok, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds go meet. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. Armies look where they make the choice from politics to help we stand firm. Migration of us where they come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah we did. For the future we pave the way. Komon-Tok, ooh yeah. We talk on